versus Tom Brady and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Raiders take over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Devin White on
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
On the ground, it's Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Justin Houston.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Oh, eluding the tackle. And some room to roam now. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Raiders, nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Going for Metcalf on the... He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, you go make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Cousins now. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time he's thrown an interception. Got to remember the bottom line, though. They're winning, so he knows if he plays better, they might be winning by more.
It's only the second quarter, so he's got some time. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Cousins to throw it.
28-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, Cousins. Yeah, he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete to George Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. quarterback now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Brady will try again on second down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Another Panthers first down.
Again, it's Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Throwing again. Brady, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-24, the final score. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Corey Davis, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a short return to the 6-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Cousins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Cousins pass.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
40-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run here with Mack. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
3rd down.
Cousins. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. Cousins now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He steps out of
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. 3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They're on the 22-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
A gain of 9.
On play action. Now Brady.
At their 48.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
44-yard line.
Smith with a first down and more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a carry from Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run with Mack. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Brady. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The 40. The 30. 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something pop. He's got it at the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On second down, here's a run with Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Panthers take over 1st and
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, refute. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offside. defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Folk connects on the extra point, and a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 24-yard line.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's on the way to the 36-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
We got 3.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one